Ladies, let's be real. When a man truly loves you, he doesn't just show it, he says it. And I'm not talking about those generic I love yous that anybody can throw around. No. When a man is deeply in love, his words carry weight. They come straight from the heart. So today, I'm going to give you 7 things a man says when he's truly, madly, deeply in love with you. When a man truly loves you, one of the most powerful things he can say is, I got you. It's not just 3 little words. It's a promise, a reassurance, and a declaration of his commitment to you. When a man tells you this, he's letting you know that he is there for you in every possible way. He's not just talking about the good times when everything is easy and fun. He's talking about the difficult moments, the struggles, the unexpected challenges life throws your way. A man who loves you deeply doesn't just want to be present when things are going well. He wants to be the person you can lean on when things are tough. If you're feeling overwhelmed with work, stress about family issues, or just having a rough day, he wants to take some of that burden off your shoulders. I got you means you don't have to handle everything alone. It means that whatever you're facing, you have a partner, a teammate, someone who is willing to step up and support you. This phrase carries more weight than just financial or physical support. It's about emotional security too. A man who tells you, I got you, is saying, you can trust me, you can rely on me, you can be vulnerable with me, and I will hold you up. This kind of love is rare because it comes from a place of deep emotional investment. He's not just here for the fun parts of the relationship. He's committed to being your safe place, the one you can count on no matter what. It also means he's paying attention. He notices when you're struggling, when you need help, even if you don't ask for it. He steps in before you even have to say a word. If you've had a long day, maybe he surprises you with dinner. If you're feeling insecure, he reassures you with words and actions. If you're going through something tough, he reminds you that you don't have to go through it alone. And here's the thing, when a man truly means, I got you, he follows it up with action. Love isn't just about words, it's about proving those words every day. A man who loves you will make sure you feel that love, not just hear it. It's in the way he stands by you when times get rough, in the way he makes sacrifices for your happiness, in the way he prioritizes your well-being alongside his own. When a man says, I got you, and truly means it, he's showing you that he sees you as his partner, his priority, and someone he is willing to protect and support no matter what comes your way. When a man deeply loves you, he finds joy in your success. When he says, I love watching you succeed, it's more than just words. It's a reflection of his pride, admiration, and genuine happiness for you. He isn't threatened by your achievements. Instead, he celebrates them as if they were his own. He sees your success as a shared victory, something that makes your relationship stronger rather than creating competition. A man who truly loves you doesn't just tolerate your ambitions, he encourages them. He listens when you talk about your goals, your dreams, and the things that set your soul on fire. He doesn't roll his eyes when you're excited about a new opportunity. Instead, he asks questions, engages in your passions, and finds ways to support you. If you have a big presentation at work, he's the one telling you, you got this. If you're starting a new project, he's your biggest cheerleader, reminding you of your worth when doubt creeps in. His love is not possessive or limiting, it's freeing. He wants you to be the best version of yourself, and he's right there beside you, pushing you forward. Real love isn't just about being there when things are easy, it's about standing strong when challenges arise. A man who loves watching you succeed isn't just present for the celebrations, he's also there during the struggles. When you face setbacks, he doesn't say, maybe this isn't for you. Instead, he reminds you of your strength, your talent, and your ability to overcome obstacles. He helps you strategize, offering support without overstepping or making you feel incapable. He believes in you, sometimes even more than you believe in yourself. This kind of man doesn't feel the need to overshadow your achievements. He doesn't minimize your accomplishments to make himself feel bigger. Instead, he lifts you up proud to stand beside a strong, capable woman. He understands that your success doesn't take away from his. It adds to the life you're building together. He's the man who brags about you to his friends, who tells his family how proud he is of you, who smiles when he sees you winning because he knows how hard you work to get there. It's in the small things too. Maybe he shares your work online, attends your events, or simply listens when you need to vent about a tough day. He's engaged, invested, and interested in your growth. He doesn't just say he loves watching you succeed. He actively supports that success in every way he can. When a man deeply loves you, he is always tuned in to your needs. When he says, "What do you need?" it's not just a casual question. It's a reflection of his care, his attentiveness, and his desire to be there for you in a meaningful way. He isn't just thinking about himself, he's thinking about you. He wants to know what will make your life easier, what will bring you comfort, and how he can support you emotionally, physically, or even spiritually. A man who truly loves you doesn't wait until you're struggling to ask what you need. He pays attention to the small things, noticing when you're tired, stressed, or overwhelmed. He can sense when something is off, even if you don't say it outright. And instead of assuming or brushing it off, he takes the time to ask, "What do you need?" Because he genuinely wants to help. It can be something as simple as offering a hug, giving you space when you need it, or taking something off your plate when you have too much going on. It's not just about fixing problems, it's about showing you that your feelings matter. He doesn't dismiss what you need as unimportant or inconvenient. If you need reassurance, he gives it. If you need time to talk, he listens. If you need help with something, he steps up without hesitation. He doesn't see your needs as burdens, he sees them as opportunities to show love and care. When he asks, "What do you need?" he's not looking for a way out of the conversation. He's looking for a way to make sure you feel supported and valued. This question also shows that he respects you as an individual. He doesn't assume he knows what's best for you. Instead, he asks because he understands that love isn't about control, it's about partnership. He wants you to feel heard, to know that your needs are just as important as his. A man who deeply loves you doesn't just focus on what he wants from the relationship. He focuses on what both of you need to grow together. And it's not just about words, it's about actions. When a man loves you, he follows through. If you tell him you need help, he doesn't just nod and forget about it. He takes it seriously. He remembers what matters to you, whether it's something big like emotional support during a tough time, or something small like knowing how you take your coffee. These little moments add up, showing you that he is invested in your happiness, in your well-being, and in making sure you never feel like you have to face life's challenges alone. When a man deeply loves you, he values the relationship more than his pride. When he says, "I'm sorry," it's not just a phrase to end an argument. It's an acknowledgement of his mistakes, a sign of maturity, and proof that he cares about your feelings. A man who truly loves you doesn't see apologizing as a weakness. He sees it as a necessary step to keeping the relationship strong. He understands that love isn't about always being right. It's about being willing to make things right. A man who genuinely apologizes isn't doing it just to move past a disagreement or to avoid conflict. He's doing it because he realizes that his actions, words, or behavior may have hurt you, and that matters to him. He doesn't brush things off with a casual "my bad" or a half-hearted "sorry if you felt that way." Instead, he takes responsibility. He acknowledges exactly what he did wrong and how it made you feel. He might say, "I realize I hurt you, and that wasn't my intention. I should have handled that differently." This shows that he's not just saying sorry, he's reflecting, understanding, and growing. A man who truly loves you also understands that an apology isn't just about words, it's about change. He doesn't keep making the same mistakes over and over while expecting a simple sorry to fix everything. He actively works to improve, to do better, and to make sure you feel safe and respected in the relationship. He values your trust, and he knows that keeping it means showing you that he learns from his mistakes. Real love comes with humility. A man who is deeply in love with you doesn't let his ego get in the way of the relationship. He doesn't refuse to apologize just because he doesn't want to admit he was wrong. He doesn't turn the situation around on you or try to justify his actions. Instead, he puts the relationship first, understanding that sometimes saying I'm sorry is more important than proving a point. You'll notice this kind of love in the way he reacts when you express that you're hurt. Instead of getting defensive, dismissing your feelings, or making excuses, he listens. He genuinely wants to understand where you're coming from because your happiness matters to him. He doesn't see your emotions as a challenge to his authority. He sees them as something to be respected and cared for. And when he truly values you, he makes sure his words and actions align, ensuring that his apologies aren't just spoken, but felt in the way he treats you moving forward. When a man deeply loves you, you are constantly on his mind. When he says, I was thinking about you, it's not just a passing comment. It's a window into how much space you occupy in his heart and mind. A man in love doesn't just think about you when it's convenient or when he needs something. You cross his mind in the middle of his day, during his busy hours, and in quiet moments when he's alone. This means that you are not just part of his life, you are woven into it. When a man says he was thinking about you, it often comes with small but meaningful actions. Maybe he sends you a message in the middle of the day just to check in, or he calls you after work, not because he has to, but because he genuinely wants to hear your voice. Maybe he remembers something you mentioned in passing, a craving for your favorite snack, a story you were excited about, or something that was stressing you out, and he follows up on it. This is because when a man loves you, he pays attention. He remembers the details, the little things that make you smile, the things that matter to you. It's not just about words, it's about effort. A man who truly loves you doesn't just think about you, he acts on those thoughts. He might surprise you with something thoughtful, like sending you a song that reminded him of you, bringing you coffee just the way you like it, or sending you a funny meme because he knows it'll make you laugh. These small gestures aren't about grand romantic displays. They're about showing you that even when he's not with you, you are still a part of his world. This also means that he considers you when making decisions. If he's planning something for the future, whether it's a trip, a new job opportunity, or even just what to do on the weekend, he naturally includes you in those thoughts. He doesn't see his life as separate from yours. He sees you as part of it, and your happiness and presence matter in his plans. A man who says, I was thinking about you, isn't just making conversation, he's revealing how deeply you've touched his heart. He doesn't see you as just another person in his life. He sees you as someone special, someone whose presence lingers in his thoughts throughout the day. He doesn't need a reason to think about you. It happens naturally because love isn't just about the moments spent together. It's about the connection that remains even when you're apart. When a man deeply loves you, he doesn't run away when things get tough. Instead, he stands beside you, facing challenges together. When he says, we'll figure it out together, it's more than just reassurance. It's a declaration of commitment, a promise that no matter what life throws your way, you won't have to face it alone. A man who truly loves you understands that relationships aren't just about the good times. They're about working through the difficult moments with patience, understanding, and teamwork. This kind of love shows up in the way he approaches problems. When something goes wrong, whether it's financial stress, career struggles, family issues, or personal challenges, he doesn't distance himself or expect you to deal with it on your own. He doesn't blame you, get frustrated, or make you feel like a burden. Instead, he steps up and says, okay, let's figure this out together. That's a man who sees your problems as his problems, not because he has to, but because he wants to. Your happiness, security, and well-being matter to him, and he's willing to put in the effort to help you through anything. You'll notice that this kind of man doesn't just offer empty words, he follows through with action. If you're overwhelmed, he asks how he can help. If you're stuck in a difficult situation, he helps you think through solutions. He doesn't panic, shut down, or ignore the problem. He works with you to find a way forward, whether it's something as simple as fixing a minor inconvenience or as big as planning for the future. He approaches it with the mindset that you are a team. This also means he values communication. He doesn't just assume things will magically work out. He talks things through with you. He listens to your concerns, shares his own thoughts, and makes sure that both of you are on the same page. He understands that in a strong relationship, challenges aren't meant to divide you. They're meant to bring you closer. A man who says, "We'll figure it out together," is showing you that he's not looking for an easy way out when things get difficult. He's showing you that love isn't just about romance, it's about partnership. It means he's willing to make sacrifices, to compromise, to put in effort when it's needed. It means he sees your struggles as something worth working through rather than a reason to walk away. When a man truly loves you, he makes sure that no matter what happens, you never feel like you're facing life's challenges alone. When a man deeply loves you, he sees you in a way no one else does. When he says you're beautiful, he's not just talking about your looks. He's talking about you. He sees your heart, your kindness, your strength, and the way you carry yourself. To him, beauty isn't just about what you wear or how you look on your best days. It's about the way you laugh, the way you care, the way you make the world around you better just by being in it. A man in love doesn't just compliment your appearance when you're dressed up and looking your best. He tells you you're beautiful when you've just woken up, when you're in your most comfortable clothes, when you're stressed, when you're tired. Because his love isn't tied to perfection. He sees you beyond the surface. He notices the way your eyes light up when you talk about something you're passionate about, the way you show kindness to others, the way you handle life struggles with grace and resilience. To him, beauty isn't just in your face, it's in your soul. When he says you're beautiful, it's his way of reminding you that you are more than enough. He doesn't just say it to flatter you or because he thinks it's what you want to hear. He says it because it's what he truly believes. He wants you to feel confident, to know that in his eyes you are special. And even on days when you don't feel your best, when self-doubt creeps in, he's there to remind you that nothing changes how he sees you. His love for you is reflected in the way he looks at you, the way he admires you when you're not even paying attention. It's in the way he smiles when you're doing something simple like reading a book or cooking in the kitchen. It's in the way he holds your hand, in the way he pulls you close when you least expect it. His words match his actions, showing you that to him, your beauty is something far deeper than skin deep. A man who truly loves you will make sure you never doubt how beautiful you are, not just on the outside, but in every way that matters. Because real love isn't just about admiration, it's about appreciation. And when a man sees you as the most beautiful thing in his life, it's because to him you truly are.